Thank you very much. I'm also called Sepuya Charles. I'm from Kasese district. I'm a farmer from a farm called Mbokutu Irrigation Scheme. I'm 60 years old. And in farming, we also deal in growing seeds of the likes of maize, rice, and also vegetables. Vegetables like tomatoes, green peppers, and also the other vegetables, watermelon. No, in our farms, we are dealing in seasonal crops, which can take like 120 days. Those are 3 months. Yeah. In that, we are using irrigation system. Yeah, of course. Yeah. For the case of maize, we just grow them on order. When they ordered for them. For example, there is an organization for the case of maize, we just grow in order after they have ordered for them. For the case of maize, we have the organization called NASECO. So they bring us the seedlings, then after bringing us the seedlings, then after harvesting, they come and take the seedlings, and also we also deal in growing rice, but for the case of rice, we grow for ourselves, not for we just grow for ourselves. We harvest. After harvesting, we look for the market. And also watermelon. We just go at the shops where they sell the watermelon seedlings, we grow, and also look for, after harvesting, we look for the market. Yeah. Now, I will not lie you. For us farmers, we just go with what is going. When we find some organization coming and when you find organization coming, uh, teachers, about their medicines, uh, informing the farmers that they have medicines which are working good. We try to look for the places where we can find those medicines. When we get them, we use them, and when we fail to get them, meaning that we are going to look for the medicines from the nearest small shops which they deal in selling the medicine. Yeah. No, but yes, but we normally use we normally look for, we first give the chance for the medicines we have ever used before. We first give the chance for the medicines you have ever used before. Yeah. Because, for example, a long time ago, I used fertilizer called Panda Power. Yeah, it worked for me very well in my maize, and that forced me to go and look for it badly. But unfortunately, I failed to get that medicine. And also, I called the guy uh, who works in your organization. I think it is called. Yeah, I called that guy from, I think, from your organization called ETG. Is called Patrick, and I asked him about this Panda Power, this whatever, and he told me that now he told me that it is not there. So he advised me that I have to order for it. And for us, we farmers, the medicine or fertilizer or seedling which is needed in 3 days, it's so difficult for us to wait for a week. You can order for the maybe for the medicine, and maybe you are in need of it in 3 days, but unfortunately they they delay you, they delay the medicine, and they bring it for example in a week, which is so. When that guy told me to order for it, I failed to use it because I needed it in 3 days or 4. That's why I failed to use that. Yeah. Yeah. Now it depends for the medicine where I have bought that medicine. There are three types of there are three types on how to use the medicine. For example, one, you just read on that very medicine on it. They always put there the, the usage and direction and directive. Yeah, they put the usage and you read there and you get the knowledge about how to use that very medicine. Then secondary, and there's some of medicine we buy them from those people who always teach about their medicines on how to use them, etc. Yeah. When you buy them from there, they teach you and they direct you how to use them. And thirdly, after buying the medicine from the shop, that that guy who has given you that medicine, who has sold to you that medicine, you have to ask him or her how to use that medicine, and they tells you this one you are going to use it like this and this and this, like that. So the advices on how to use the medicine, we get them from the medicine itself on the usage. Then secondly, we get that knowledge from those people who always sell their medicines. For example, from the organization, they first teach us how to use the medicine. And thirdly, we get that knowledge from shop attendants, where we buy those things. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Does farmers sorry, those people who are teaching the farmers on how to, yeah, those uh, farmers who always come, who normally comes, who normally come and teach the farmers, we we are in need of them, of course. Sometimes they come, and also we are ourselves, we call them and inform them the problems we are facing, the problems which are we facing in our activity of farming. So, for example, uh, you we can we as farmers we can discover the new disease from our crops, and that one can force us to call those people who have knowledge about a farming system to come and teach us or advise us about that, for example, that disease. And also those new phones, smartphones, helps us to ease the activity or the process of communicating with those people who are, like, for example, as you have said, the new disease, we can discover a new disease in our crops, so we can use those smartphones. We take a photo and we send them through WhatsApp. Yeah. And after sending him or her, you explain to him or her on how the disease is destroying your crops. And also about the knowledge of using the medicine of different medicine. Actually, you can have like three types of medicine, and you don't know which one of these is the best. So we also consult those people or call them, communicate with them, so that you can get the knowledge about what you don't know. But for the most cases, those people always come to visit us and cross-check for our farms, and to see on how we have reached. But it's not for it's not easy for them to come. But nowadays we are using the phones most of the time, and a good chance when you call to them, they always respond to us and help us. They always respond to our questions, and no, it doesn't need. It's the responsibility of the farmer to look for those people. I think so. So when you get a problem in farming, in growing, it's your responsible. It's your responsibility to inform those people, and you can see whether you can get help from them. So you have to have his phone or her phones. You have to find for the location where you can find him or her, where he stays, etc. When you get a problem, or you just inform him or her. And also, when it comes to the transport, you can also help him, give him or her a half of the transport, so that he can come, and settle that problem. Okay. Thank you very much. But for me, I always deal with the new things. Yeah, I always use the, I always want the new medicines. Why am I always use the new medicines? It's like always new things always comes with new new chapter, or should I call it new chapter? Yeah, always new things comes with new things. New medicine comes with new things, I think. That's why I like those new medicines. Taking an example, in uh, let's take an example of phone companies. Firstly, they first made for us those button phones, the small ones, and afterwards they decided to upgrade. They bring us those smartphones, not so now. So meaning that those smartphones are better than the other small button phones, not so. That's why I always put first put new medicines first instead of using the old whatever. As we have said, new smartphones are better than those button small phones. For me, after buying the new medicines, I always ask the people who has sell, who has given me those medicines. I first ask them how to use them, and I read on the medicine itself, cause yeah, that new things always are upgraded to the old ones. That is my brief. Yeah. Because of that situation, I do always don't allow that. That situation of using the one type of medicine, I don't always tolerate that uh, situation. First, I have first to know which medicine I used last season, and afterwards, then I look for the solution. The solution is to change the medicine I used the last season. For example, when I grow here maize 2 times or 2 seasons, definitely for the third season I have to change. That is my policy. I have to change and put like rice, and another season, and I bring the other or whatever. And also for the medicine, after using it for like 2 seasons, have to change. Yeah. And for me, I always notes down what things I have used. Maybe in this season, I write them down. Like for this season, I've used this type of medicine. The other one, I used the other one. Like that. And I noticed the problems I got in using this one, and the gains I gained in using this medicine. So I noticed the whatever. And I go back to my notebook and I cross check, and then that process gives me the then I decide to change when it is not yet late. No, I don't decide that. I don't believe that. I don't allow that. Yeah. For the case of buying, we always buy all the time. When you after harvesting immediately, you need the tractor. You need the tractor to come and prepare for the next season. So in the year we do three phases, 3 times, or we can call it 3 seasons in a year. But for the case of maize, they take long. But when you grow rice and watermelon, they don't take long. You can take 3 seasons in a year for the case of rice and watermelon and others. But now you cannot take like 2 months without buying medicine. You buy medicine according to the gardens you have in every season. And every season you have to budget for it. Like when you are buying, you are budgeting for the hectare, just buy like 10 sacks. And even right now, my medicine which I'm going to use this season, I have them in my store. Cause you cannot keep the money in the pocket. For me, I just keep the money in medicines and the materials which I'm using in the gardens. So I cannot tell you that I buy every month. No. I just buy in every season I'm going to take. So in every season I have to buy the medicine and I put them in the store. Maybe when it comes to some of the medicine, you can as you know, in the nature of a person, there is a person who get used to him or her. For example, as a customer or a friend. Yeah, I was saying, in the nature of a person, there is what we call some people get used to people like, may I say, like customers, like customer. When you reach to those people who are selling the medicine, some of them, some of them, they do have what they know about the medicines. Maybe they have taught them before about those medicines, meaning that they have the knowledge about those about the medicine they are selling. Maybe they have gone to the seminars where they teach about on how to use those medicines. And also that person can tell you the truth. For example, he can advise you that you take this one is better than the other one, and this one will work for you than the other one. So, and every person has his own person, yeah. Like this one, like as we have said, as a customer, he or she knows that that person, I know he or she will tell me the truth about that medicine. And there is some medicines you find that they have chased them in the market. That and we find that case, uh, as I've said, that some people wants to work with those who have been their customers, so they want to go direct to that person who knows him or her, so that he cannot uh, so that can he or she tells her the truth about uh, those medicine. And that's why we use those people whom we have worked with them for long, yeah, and we become friends and customers, because when you get used to him or her, she or she will tell you the truth about everything. No, I don't believe in those things they always write on the medicine that they are calling them expired dates. That's why for me uh, I buy for the medicines for the season. Like, but maybe when it comes to those things which unique in the market, that's when I can buy a lot, such that when I need it, I cannot get uh, what I cannot get disturbed in getting it. Yeah, yeah. For those medicines or fertilizers which are unique, you can buy them and you keep them and you wait for the next season. Cause I knew meaning that I knew unique meaning that they are not you cannot get them easily. That's why I've said that. That's why I've said for that case I can buy and keep uh, and keep and use it in the next season. But for the other one, these normal medicines I cannot buy for the 2 seasons. No, I buy the ones I'm going to use. Yeah, for that season. Cause you budget for a season, not 2 seasons. Yeah, and even every season has is its specific uh, crop. Yeah, for those medicines, I found them in those uh, medicine which I used in burning grasses. Some medicine I bought, I don't remember its name exactly, but I used it in burning grasses, but they did not work. And also, there is some seedlings of maize which I bought, but they did not grow up. But it's not me only. There is also a friend of mine who bought that type of mare of seedling, from there where we bought that type of seedling, they told us to first dry it. But when we did it, but it also failed to grow up. That scenario comes to me, I think, in two moments. When I bought that medicine of burning grass and also the medicine of maize, which failed to grow up. No, they are the one who bring us the seedling. At first, they gave us what we call H10. And also they have the different market. For us, they gave us H10, and the other one, I think they have different market. The other ones, they gave them bazooka. It is called bazooka. But for now, they have given us bazooka. You first grow the woman, and afterwards you grow the men. Yeah. But for the H10, these women and men, you can grow them together, which is not like in a bazooka. Things we consider in buying medicines. Firstly, you have to first know the company you are going to buy, which company you are going to deal with. You have first to know that that company sells the good medicine. That is first. Secondly, you have to check whether last season did they worked for me very well, and also you have to consider that before buying. But for the case of deducting the amount of money, it's not easy for those people who are selling the medicine, cause mostly the price is the same. Yeah, that's why for example, when you are buying cement, the sack of cement in our area, it is the same. You can find it is the same, the price they are selling it in Kampala. So I was saying that the price is the same. Taking an example of those people who are not selling the medicine, let's take the example of those people who are selling cement. For the case of cement, for example, the price which they are selling the cement in Hoima, you can find that it is the same. The price they are selling the cement in Kampala. So you find yourself you find the price is the same. Oh, have you understood? Let me hope you have understood me. But there is question which we forgot to answer. You asked me, why am I? How can I believe in those new medicines they have brought? So we have a group which am I working in, or which am I working with? We have what we call demon. So after buying new medicine, we first test it. Afterwards, we get the results. That's how we test. We do what we call demo. We first test the medicines on different settings. Then afterwards, we get to know the exact answer. No. No, like when it's like one, you just when it's you just come. I was saying when it's like one tin of medicine, you can use it by testing it in a garden, and you see the result. And after using it, then you compare this one and the other one, then you get the result. You also asked me the question that what things which force me to go and buy the medicine. Yeah, the situation can force me. The situation can force me, or the need of medicine can force me to go and buy the medicine or fertilizer. So that situation that forced me and go very far to look for the decrease price, maybe yeah, or to go and look for the soap which can give me the better things than the other ones. Yeah. And also have to know things which can force me to go and look for is that when I master that this soap works with the other company, that is also a factor which can force me to go and look for that whatever. And I leave this soap which is near. That factor can force me to go very far to look for the better medicine. Yes. As as a person who has been in the system, I easily know that the price nowadays is high, now is low. So, for example, when I send like a worker or a child to go and look for me that particular medicine, and it comes that put they have decreased or they have increased the price, definitely uh, definitely I know. So what I was trying to mean is that as the people who have been in the system, we know, we have the knowledge about the increase and decrease of the price. Yeah, because we always communicate with those companies which are selling the medicine. Maybe for the case of those unique fertilizers like the likes of that, when we always get them at 170k to 180k. So when it comes and the prices increases to 185 or to 19 or to 190, it's normal, it's easily that price, that increase price price increase, that is normal. It's understandable because it is unique. And me as a farmer, I use WhatsApp. I use smartphone. There is an app called New Farm. So I always use that very app to know the price of medicine, fertilizers, and also the price of different crops. I got the price from there. I get the information from that app. So I get into that app. So they give me everything, the increase and the decrease of the price of all things I need in farming. Yeah, I can. Yeah. For example, there is a fertilizer called Paracon. That fertilizer, that type of fertilizer, I cannot leave it behind because it's very good. And if I find it there in the market, I can buy too much of it because it's very good. So I why am I saying that like that I cannot leave it behind? There is also Panda product. Yeah. Let me tell you something. You know the smile of a farmer, it comes when he or she harvests the big gains, not so. So when it comes in sowing, that one I have to use fertilizer called we are going to use. I use the fertilizer called Paracon because it's that's why there is Panda Pawana duck. Yeah, that's why I stick on that type of fertilizer. That's why I cannot confuse myself by getting another one other than this one. Yeah, because it works for me 100%. Yeah, it's very good. I don't know whether I have answered your questions clear. Okay, thank you. When you talk about the branding of the medicine, that packing or the branding, packaging and branding, it does not matter because I worked in company I used to work in packing session. I used working in packing cement, so they can show you the cement which is not as the same for the cover. For example, they can put this one in the paraffin bag, the other one in the papers, and the other one. So when it comes to some of the customers, they can say, no, for me I don't want to use the other one with paraffin bag. I want the other one for the papers. So that one is just a trick, yeah, of getting customers, but it does not matter. That one can attract customers who are buying in the company, but for me, they cannot. Yeah, maybe for that one thing which I have not realized in my life is buy a thing or a material, and I try to put it in the other one, put one measure it. That one I've never done it in my life, but yeah, I think it is so crucial to us to know the weight of the material which you have bought, so in that you can buy things which is written as 50 kilograms, and after measuring it you find it that they are cutting like 2 kilos, they are 48. That one I've not tried in my life, but I think it is very important to know the kilos, which is yeah. When it comes to the need when I need things faster, as in me as a farmer, what I do, what I can tell you in Kasese, this with everybody who is selling medicine, everybody who is selling medicine, I have their phone numbers. That's the good chance I have. I have, or most of them, all of them, I have their numbers. I have like 20 numbers of them. Yeah. What I do, cause they all know that I am a farmer, and I pays the money, so I'm not bad in paying. So I just call them. Put the materials I want, border. They come and I pay the money. That's how we work in order to ease the process. So it can comes that I'm in need of something when I'm in the garden. So that's how we get the materials by using phone calls and border guys. And also they always give us debits, so when I need something, I just call and use border guys and get my things easily, faster. When I need like I'm in need of something like medicine or material, I can just take like I can take like one day, I mean one night, one day, yeah. Yeah, as you know, we farmers, we are of different nature. So for me myself, I take like one day or two waiting for that thing I want. I can't exceed on 1 or 2 days. I can't exceed that. Like I'm going to sowing, I cannot exceed 1 to 3 days. I know. Like for example, when I call in to Kampala, maybe they have sent it via bus, so it cannot take 2 or 3 days to be reaching me. Cause oh, that's why I cannot. Why am I not exceeding 3 days or 2 to 3 days? It's like, for example, when it comes to the garden, maybe it needs medicine to spray, so you cannot take 3 days without spraying, meaning that your crops are going to get spoiled. Yeah. Or the problems or difficulties I'm getting, uh, it's like when you use the medicine which is not for that particular crop. For example, these these cases are most likely to be found in hospitals. Someone can say you can go there and you need some medicine, the type specific medicine type, and that are saying he or she tells you that you take this one, it will work for you. It works as that type of medicine you want. In that scenario can make you fall in a situation of getting problems, like you have taken the medicine which is not for that particular disease. So when I come to the soap, which I always used to buy my medicine, and I find that what I want is not there, uh, as I have said that all of the phones, most of the phones, for both people, salesmen, for both people who sells for those people who sell the medicine or the materials, I have their numbers, so I can first call everyone. I can first call those people when I fail to get what I want. I also call direct those people from the organizations I told you. Then I take their I inform them about my opinion, or I inform them about the problem I have. Yeah. So the time they take to give me or to reach things to reach me from the shop to my garden. Yeah. It's like it does not exceed in 6 meters, but I have different gardens. The one is 3 kilometers, and the one which is very far, it's that one of 6 kilometers. So I cannot lie you. Farming, it's like a business. So the in that the big issue, it is not the distance. The big issue is that have I got what I wanted? Yeah. If I get what I want, no la basa, there is no problem with that. I don't mind whether the distance is very far. Even if it is very far, when it comes to the thing I want, I don't mind. What I'm thanking nowadays, I'm thanking the border guys. Nowadays they help us. Even if it's very far, you can negotiate with him, or you can negotiate with him, and and brings you the things and your materials, whatever. It does not take me too much time, and even if it is needed, this is business. It's a business. I don't mind about the distance. Yeah. For example, there are some people come from Kasese to Kampala, just go there and sell their things and they come back. What about me in just 6 kilometers? Yeah. For the money, it depends. For us farmers, you cannot You cannot refuse to pay. You cannot refuse to pay the money for that person who is gives you the materials. You cannot. But the things of being there without money, it's rare. It's rare, cause after harvesting, you first deduct the money for the seedlings and materials. Yeah, it's very rare. But I cannot say that that situation cannot come into our lives. But when it comes, you just go to exact those people whom you have been working with, you have been customers, yeah, and uh, explains to him or her, and afterwards he or she can give you and you pay afterwards. So you have to make sure that after harvesting you have to pay that money, cause in farming, when you don't have trust, you cannot manage. For us, we have our cooperative, so they help you, but they only help you when when you are saving with them. When you have some savings from there, they can help you in emergencies. But when you don't have savings from there, they help you in at the end of year. But for me, I am in the group, so as a group member, I can go there and explain to them this and this, so that they can check on my savings and deduct money and give me and go and save myself. So for me, I have my children in university, so my money I always save it to those cooperatives, not banks. Cooperatives, those cooperatives at my village, in my village. So as the member, they cannot ask you many questions. They just say you this just give. They just give you the money and you go and sort your problems. But there are some people who are using banks, and others they use those cooperative groups. Yeah, they are there. They are there. So many of them. In that, to tell you the truth, for us, farmers, we should all take this kind of heart that money always makes the money. Money always make money. So you cannot grow, harvest, you save, and you don't deduct money which you are going to invest in the garden. Not so. So for me, when I'm growing maize, so for the case of maize, they take like 6 months. So to avoid that problem of lacking money to invest, yet as we have said, like for the maize, it can take like 6 months. So sorting that problem, you have sort that problem, you have to get some money from those crops which don't take long, like maize. In that, for example, you can mix maize with beans, because beans, they take like 6 days 60 days, that is 2 months. So after 2 months, you're getting your money. And even tomatoes, can deal with tomatoes. And when you have some problem of money, you can go in the market after seeing that it is about to get ready, that garden of tomatoes. You can go to the market and you negotiate with them, they give you money and you sort your things, waiting for like paying the workers. So after getting the money, paying the workers, sorting your problems, yeah, that's how we play the game. We play the game with cooperatives, the shop attendants, owners maybe, and we also play the game with those the customers who normally come and take your things. Yeah, that's how we play the game. Yeah, for that problem, for us at our village, the big problem is the lack of water. So there is a company for insurance. It comes at our place, but many farmers, they did not get involved. I don't know. For them, when the drought came to maybe some of the village, they told them that for them they use satellites to see what is happening in every village, okay? So they could pay for one person, or maybe they could pay for few people, and others they left them. So the farmers got annoyed. They did not get interested in that organization, because they didn't have a trust. They were the farmers, they didn't use that organization of insurance, but the insurance came. Yeah. And another organization, I think it's bank. There is scheme. Also, there are some banks which have what we call insurance. Yeah. So when you use bank, you can get a chance to use that insurance. But for them, they first come to the garden and they have to know, get the information, the exact information about what happened to that very garden after doing anything, after realizing the problem, after visiting the garden. So the problem with the insurance, they don't give out the money for the clients, farmers. So that's why people didn't trust them. They are there, so many, but people didn't trust them. I have not understood your question, but as I told you, I'm using the other app. There is an app called New Farm. Nowadays, it's what I'm using in my smartphone. So the my fellow farmers, they have good hearts. They have good hearts. They are trustful, and they get, when they get any information about the new price or concerning with farming, they can spread that news information through. They can spread the information into fellow farmers. So they have good hearts. So for us farmers, we always work together in our activity of farming. When he or she gets a problem or the good news, we let he or she let us to know that information. Or let me see, using smartphone to buy or sell. Let me see. Oh, I'm the one selling through social media, internet. Yeah. Yeah, I always use social media or internet to sell my things. I always measure, put on brand, pack them, and put on the phone number and send them to the clients or customers. Afterwards, they send me the money. I always send to Kampala. I'm the one sending, but not received any from Kampala, but I'm the one sending to them. Put them and put there my phone number, send to them. Then afterwards they send you the money. But yes, I have experienced that one, but I don't know whether, but maybe God helped me. There was a guy who brought me the medicine, the bottle of the medicine. I don't know whether the guy brought me a bottle of medicine in the shop. They were selling it at 30k, but the guy was selling it at 20k. So now I said, no, what? I said, like, what? Maybe I said in my mind, maybe this guy is the thief. So I said to him, maybe this guy is a thief. Then he said, no, I'm not a thief. I have many. So I asked him, how many do you have? He told me that he has a box. I said, eh. Then I asked myself where he has got the box of the. So in that process, I checked on expired date. I found that they were expired. Maybe they throw them. So he got them from maybe the rubbish from dustbin, and decided to send to the people. He decided to send them to the people. But the bottle was very new. And the bottle was very new. But what helped me was I checked on expired date. I think that's what that so those problems come when you buy things from unknown people. They can easily fake you. Yeah. The advices come from our fellow farmers and those people who are the chairman of farmers, yeah, and also those companies. They always made they always make seminars. They come at our places. They teach on how to. They give us some more advices on how to control and get more knowledge about our activity. Yeah. The fear which I have next season. First of all, as you know, the season, the weather even if we are using irrigation, but also the rain, we need the rain. Yeah, we need the rain. So that's our worries. So we are worrying about the lack of rain. Not Albert and not George. Just we get our water from River Nyamamba and River Nyamamba. Just from Kasese. We get our water from River Nyamamba. And so the weather change, we are worrying about that. Yeah. So you are asking about our asking your services to us. So your services where you have to improve. How to improve on how, or you have to see how you can help those people who have small gardens, or all these people who are dealing in small gardens, in how you can help them since they are still young uh, in this particular activity, and also improving in teaching uh, farmers because in our village there are some, not only farmers that they are using medicines, no, some of them they have no idea, they have no knowledge about how to use them, and others who have tried to use those medicines, uh, they don't use them in full dose. So in addition to that, there are some farmers, for example, they can uh, use medicine, spray for example in maize, yet they have not put the fertilizers. So in that way you can see that they lack knowledge. So you have to improve in teaching them on how to the teaching them the benefits of fertilizers and medicine, the benefits of spraying, putting fertilizers, and they get more knowledge about that particular activity. When you move on and teach the people, for example, informing them that this soil, when you refuse to put fertilizers, you will not get uh, the good results. So I'm also requesting you to improve on that, and that one will make more customers will that one will attract more customers, and you make more customers for your products after that, I think. And another thing is that what you have to know is that those products of yours which you are selling to some people, you have to know that there are some people there outside there, they have the same product. So you have, after selling those people, you have to visit them. You have to visit them and talk to them uh, about different uh, about different on how to use those products. And also I also appreciate for your time. Thank you for coming. And when I'm answering the questions, I'm grateful because there are some people out there who will get more from our interview. Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Aban. Thank you very much. Yeah.